Hi everyone, this is Andrea from Too Cool T-shirt Quilts. I'm here in the Charlotte location and I'm going to take you on a tour of the workshop here. We expanded last fall and we thought we'd show you what our workspace looks like. So I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll start in my office and I'll give you a complete tour. So this is my office where all the business gets taken care of. And down on the floor is my dog Jenny. She's a golden doodle, hyperallergenic, and she is always here. So when I'm by myself, I am never by myself. Come out of my office and you can see outside there. Directly across is the bathroom. Exciting, I know. And we come over to here and there's Kim. And Kim's doing the inputting of the quilts into our system and figuring out the sizes and colors, and she emails everybody. And we've got a couple queue racks over here. This rack is for people who are sending us more t-shirts. And this rack is the rack we're waiting for people to give us a okay on our quilt. Then we come back here, and these are boxes of quilts that are ready to ship out. Over here, next to Kim, is a smaller computer, and we use that to do a layout of the blocks so we know where each block will go. After we do that, we have another queue rack here. These ones have the maps made, and we work on assigning each block a spot in the map. So we're figuring it out, and this is Laurel, and she's here helping us today. And if she needs to cut something, she has a cutting station there. And then over here, we have another workstation. Coming out of this section, we need to empty the trash, is Eli. And Eli is doing cutting. Hi, Millie. And she's got two workstations, so if someone needs to help her, she can. And so she cuts out the shirts. And if we turn around in this room, this is a huge, gigantic quilt we've made to cover that entire wall. It's huge. Below that, we have boxes of t-shirt colors. So if we find a really nice shirt with a great color, we save it, so if we need it later on, we'll have it. This is our front entryway, and this is where the mail and the UPS and everybody brings our packages to us, and we also put our outgoing mail there. This queue rack is for us to put quilts that need to have a border cut. And so they go there until the border gets cut. Over here, we have another workstation. This is kind of my workstation. And I do special projects here, or if there's something unique that needs to get worked on, this is where I work. And we also cut the quilts out after we finish quilting them at this station. Here is a table where we clean the quilts, and we make sure that each quilt we send out is clean. We try to make sure there's no strings or loose fuzz. And so this is where we work them out, clean them out. Over here, this is another station where after we photograph the quilts, they come here, and then this is a queue to clean. All right, so we're coming out of the main room. This is our shipping room. And this is where we keep boxes and a computer to do all our shipping with. Over here, we have Barb, and Barb is our binder. And this is her queue of quilts that she has to bind. And some days it's overflowing and other days it's more reasonable. It looks pretty reasonable today. So we come out of this main room and we come into kind of our employee entrance area. This is where everybody comes in from the street. And it's kind of more of the guts of the shop. And we just have garbage keep here. We have a cardboard box to collect cardboards. Come here, we have our kitchen, just a basic lunchroom. And this is a room of like 12 different doors. There's doors everywhere in this room. So there's doors that go into a bathroom there, an electrical room. And then over here is our furnace. And then that door goes into the photo room. And then here we have a door that goes into the laundry room. Always have to do a lot of laundry, and the light will turn on automatically if you go in far enough. There it goes. And so we do a lot of laundry here. So that is the kitchen. So we walk back this way, coat racks. And this is one of my favorite rooms here. It is my fabric room. So we have fabric coming out of our ears. but I'm always buying more fabric because we're always using it. So we have fabric that's ready to be rolled out there, fabric a little bit more storage down there. And so this is all the fabrics we have. This is my favorite room to come into. And we always keep this door shut and we keep the room in dark because fabric likes to fade in light. Up, there's Jenny again. So we come in here and this is where we did a lot of changes this last year. This used to be a double garage door and used to not be heated. So we came in and we put the windows in and we have all our sewing machines lined up here. This is where everybody does sewing, and a lot of times we'll have 5 sewers, other times we'll have 1 or 2. And there's Michelle, she's working on a quilt, sewing the top together. And that's those. And then if we go around, in this room here, we have a big workspace, so we can look at quilts here, which is fabulous. And we also have 2 home sewing machines that we need, if we need to do zigzags on, and then they do have a cutting station there. And the Q rack here is for all the quilts that are in line, ready to be sewed, the tops to be sewed. So we've come back here, here's Teresa, and me in the mirror, hello. And then we come around here. This was another overhead garage door that we took out and we put in a window. And this is all our storage. So we have boxes of cut t-shirts. So when somebody joins us, we have them cut on junk t-shirts that we save and can make fun theme quilts with later. And this is just kind of where we keep all our junk. And there's some cardboard ready to get recycled. Ladders, we have everything back here. And this is one of our favorite quilts, a Coke quilt. And we come back here and we have our long arm quilting room. And that's Millie, she's quilting. So as you walk into this room, we have some quilts hanging up and there's their Q rack, and it looks empty, but it's not quite as empty as it looks because they like to bring their quilts over by them. And so Millie is working on a border. Ooh, that's a new design. Oh, how cool. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it. Millie is my daughter and she does fabulous work. And then again, you can see outside over there, quilters also have a big table. And then this is our other sewing machine. This is also a long arm machine. It's just a little bit smaller frame. And this is a quilt that Kayla's working on. Over here we have thread. This is the colors of threads that we use on the long arm quilting machine. Lots of different ones. We have another workstation there. And then here we have, these are just Ikea Billy bookcases, and they have glass doors on them. And behind the glass we've put fabric, and behind the fabric is the color. And we just put the fabric over some foam core and taped it in there. And it makes an absolutely beautiful, bright, cheerful storage area. So we really enjoy this. It just lightens up the whole room. Here we have just a toolbox. We have tons and tons of tools, and some of the tools we use a lot, some of the tools we use less frequently. But it's always important for us to have tools that everybody can use. All right, so we walk back out of the long arm quilting room, and we're back at the sewers. And then we come into our last room, and this is one of the really cool rooms. This is our photo studio. In the photo studios, in any photo studio, you should have 3 things: a gray floor, white walls, and a black ceiling. And that's what we have. And then we have this stage here. And this is a contraption for a cell phone camera. And this contraption moves up to the ceiling, and that way we can take overhead photos of our quilts. So it's really neat. But this entire stage also moves up into the ceiling, up into the wall. There is a motor up there that lifts the stage along those pulleys, and it goes flat, and then we can pull the curtains across, and we can use this area to do videos or other types of photographic things. So it's a really cool stage and setup that we have here. And the rest of the room just has storage and other photographic things that we use. So this comes back into the kitchen. Kind of goes around in a circle here. So this is what Too Cool T-shirt Quilts in Charlotte, Michigan's all about. We love making quilts, and this is such a beautiful workspace to work in that it's fabulous. We hope we enjoy your tour, and everybody say hi and goodbye. Hello. Bye. All right, bye-bye, everybody.